Lights are going down here in the venue. We are at GXL LAN getting ready for the third map, the final map of this best of 3 in the lower bracket final. It is CEVO-P Season 5 TF2 Elevate Classic Mixup. We're ready to go. We had some snacks during the break and we're fired up to see how this one plays out, Sean. This is as exciting as it can be because the winner of this punches their ticket. I've said it 3 or 4 times now. I've got to get a thesaurus, but they punch their ticket to the final. Loser has a fun
Loser
night.
doesn't go home.
Loser doesn't go home.
Because we're all
They're
staying
still
here for a few days, which is awesome because I got to
Right.
hang out and actually talk to these guys instead of just casting and
But the loser is out of
watching them
this.
play.
Loser's out of the tournament. They do get to play tomorrow, but
Yep.
both of these teams, this is it as far as the
CEVO
CEVO
glory.
finals.
The CEVO glory is on the line, so to speak.
It is absolutely, and
honestly, I think either team has a shot at beating FrenchTheLlama, and either team has a shot at winning this map. I don't know. Sunshine is such a wild card. I think it might favor combo play a little more. I don't know. I want to see a lot of creative stuff out of Mela. I'm going to put this one on the Roamers, because on a map that's kind of a wild card, and then I think it's like, I don't know, the Roamer doing Roamer shenanigans is generally a good strategy. So I don't know. I'm not even going to throw out a prediction. I think, like I said, I think it could go either way. Do you have a favorite?
we haven't been doing Preds, have we?
We haven't been doing Preds
day.
at all. Okay, so my heart says.
It's hard, right? It's tough.
Okay, no. Let me see. My heart says Elevate. My head says Mixup. I don't know. Mixup seems like they're on a roll. Last map was pretty dominant. But I'm going to go ahead and say Mixup, because you bet with your head. That's how you lose all your items in Dota 2
My grandma
and
always said
CS:GO
that.
bed.
Let me ask you this. How ready do you think that this particular lineup of Classic Mixup is for Sunshine? Do you think this is a map that they would have been practicing and playing a lot in
No, I actually
anticipation?
saw Harblue downloading it during the break while we were eating a banana. But
I don't remember that. You know, you've got to feel like this is a team, they have been scrimming and playing a whole lot, but I'm wondering, maybe I'm totally off track and maybe they've played a hell of a lot of Sunshine and they've been banking on it, but
I think it's like a map people are figuring out, and invite teams are like, you want to scrim? Yeah, let's play Badlands, let's play Process. And they're like, what about Sunshine? Oh, I don't. So then we just do like a throwaway scrim on Sunshine to try stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really figured out, but we have played it for a whole season here, so I'm sure there'll be some sort of maybe pocket strats. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities for big plays by the Roamers. This alley and the choke transition is like such kind of a crucial point for the Roamer to trigger fights. You'll see a lot of big bombs happening when teams try to push the choke from the flank, and you'll see a lot of kills being exchanged on this flank area. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I think I like Mixup to come back. I think they want to be in the grand final and beat, or at least take a shot at beating Banny. You know, we gotta have a Plat Banny final again. I don't know.
We do. I think that's what people are looking for. Coming into this land, I mean, we thought the Classic Mixup were done. We thought this was last chance to get Banny and Plat, and we've come to learn now that Classic Mixup, they're not done by all means. Plat indicated maybe it'll depend a bit on how this land goes, but they're having fun and they're playing, so we may still have more Plat Banny matches
I
to
can
come.
guarantee Harblue is super happy to be playing Scout after kind of being pigeonholed into being the medic season after season. And I don't know, he played Roamer quite a bit. He's a trooper. I think he just plays whatever Mixup needs.
Yep.
But he's definitely a capable Scout, and I'm sure he's having fun. I think everybody else probably is too. I mean, and they're showing, you know, they still have a lot of potential, and I would like to see a FrenchTheLlama Mixup matchup.
Whoever wins this map goes on to finals to face FrenchTheLlama, and the winner of that final, of course, gets the CEVO-P title as well as the over $6,100 prize pot. So a lot on the line here as we get into this. The last map before grand finals. We are live, and on this medal, do you know what? I'm going to look at Mela. You talked about the Roamers and those soldiers and how key they can be on middle. I agree with you, and so I'm going to be looking at Mela on this mid to see what this Elevate team can put together, because if any team has the momentum right now, it might be Mixup. But we'll see how this plays out. Mela with a big double jump right off the back, coming right in on Zalox, and is he going to get behind? He's just sort of creeping around there, hanging out, but certainly Mela there, it's a distraction thing. It's something they have to deal with. He's going to come around now. He's in a Plat. He gets Plat right off the bat, one rocket, and he's still working on Indus there. Took Indus a second to clue into what was happening. By the time he did, it was too late. Real easy mid for Elevate.
Yeah, Mela actually does get taken down by the Saw, so Indus is going to have Uber. Maybe, actually.
He got his Uber. So Indus was at 97 after the Uber saw and gets it. huge break there, and very surprised. I mean, he dropped a soldier in a demo, but he stays alive himself, which is big. Won't be a total roll over here, and they're actually even going to recap the mid.
Yeah,
Fantastic
Harblue is creeping in
poise.
through the flank, and actually he's poking and prodded at him. That's why I think he was trying to call for TLR to come in. Now I think there's maybe sort of a disconnect, but Plaid is back at the fight. I think he wants to try and get an uber fight on middle here. I think Harblue is still kind of creeping around on the flank, so I think that's why they were trying to get a fight to happen sooner rather than later. But actually, yeah, it's going to work out hugely in their favor. Neither uber has been popped, but Elevate's probably going to have to pop this retreating now. I think Zalox and Enigma are still on the chase. Decimate might get cleaned up in yard here. Maybe not. It looks like maybe things are going to stabilize. We're just going to get a mid cap. Elevate did have forward spawns, which is, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where the spawn is even at on this map, if I'm being honest right now. But yeah, maybe that's why Mixup didn't push and Elevate did have some forward spawns. But they did bring the Uber in right now.
Finally, yeah.
They're pushing across the point, but Donski's taking a lot of heat. They do manage to save him with the Uber. So now they might get collapsed on. I don't know if Indus is going to be able to get out of here. Oh, wow. He surfs. Nice little surf by him over to the choke. I think they were focusing their spam on the kitchen area, but then he was able to do a little hop, skip, and a jump over to choke. But wow, nice pinching maneuver from the flank as the retreat came through, and Indus did get taken out. So Kozin remains, but it is 3v3, and it's just Rando on 2. So you have Kozin and Alpha trying to hold off 3 members of Mixup who are going to try to get 2-capped and get their team those forward spawns. Platinum's doing a walking flank through lobby, but Kozin's not far enough up for it to have any consequence.
You're going to get those respawns just barely, but so again, not able to just walk right in. A lot of poise from Indust. I mean, I was going to say it there on that previous fight we saw. Continues to just play fantastically. He's seeing a lot of pressure, but he's standing up under the pressure, and he's doing quite well. I mean, obviously, Kozin playing quite well is, also. But right now, we're looking at this last point, and, you know, if either of these teams can pull off the first round, they'll certainly be they'll be moving along. Underneath now, looking at TLR, who's underneath. Mela had to go all the way back and pack up. Just sort of waiting right now, and sometimes we do, this is kind of the spot. This is the stalemate spot on this map, on this Sunshine map, of where we wait for stuff to happen.
Wow, they get a pick, but I don't know if the Uber advantage is still there. I think they do want to move out on the pick.
Look at them go.
I don't think the Uber matters anymore. They had a huge advantage, but I think they're just scared of getting back up on Sunshine. I think if it was Badlands, you might have seen him move out on a 60% advantage, but who knows. We do see them actually get out pretty clean on bats. They still haven't been forced, but Mixup does have their Uber ready now. Elevate, we have 2 members with really low health, but they're going to grab some kits. Still neither Uber being popped here. I don't know. I don't see any back cap threats. The Uber fight, it looks like the Ubers are going to be exchanged on the choke here. Looks like Mela and Alpha are the first 2 fatalities.
TLR had a big air shot there. We got
Alpha,
it on camera.
I hope so. Oh, it was on camera. Good.
It was on camera.
Good,
we nailed it.
But Mixup able to defend the onslaught from Elevate, and now they're going to regroup and push right into last. They still have Alpha down. It means no sniper, no sentry, no scout, whatever. He's going to spawn in a couple seconds, but Mixup is already in, swarming all over the place. Platinum utilizing this pipe really well, getting a lot of high ground and position and damage out. Alpha does spawn in time, but at that point he just had to hop on the point. So really nice job by Mixup. I'm already seeing a big effect by Harblue, kind of coming in sneaking in from the flank. Elevate really needs to plug the holes if they're going to try to contain Harblue and keep any sort of momentum. Otherwise, Harblue's just going to keep like distracting him and throwing him off their game.
Let's watch Badonsky. I want to see what Badonsky can do to sort of shut down the area here as demo for Elevate, because you talk about plugging holes, and if he can sort of dominate this, as we see Mela again. I guess that's his rollout, the big double jump every time to get in behind. We saw him do so much work last time. He's trying to come around and get this angle if he can. He's going to jump in on the med. Another double jump, and real fantastic job. Let's see if he can seal the deal. He has to wait and sort of just, he's still in. He's hungry for blood. Meanwhile, back at mid, we've got Elevate are capping the middle point, so that worked out fantastic. Mela's all the way into last, just when he's not playing Pyro. I mean,
this is such an intense MGE 1v1. Mela gets the final rocket reloaded, finally just reloads enough to rocket jump and kill him. Nice job there by Mela, able to, I think that might have just secured the round, because now you have 5-on-5. Mela is dead, but Elevate's going to use their 100% Uber and just probably roll straight into last year. They probably want to try to get in clean through lobby. Enigma is creeping around the bats. Harblue
Kozin goes down to Harblue. That is going to work as an equalizer. I'm surprised here, because if Elevate had moved a little faster in here, they might have just very easily taken last, because, I don't know, Indust almost should have kill-binded on that. I don't know what he was doing staying up for so long, but at any rate, we stabilize here, and that aforementioned...
we need an alpha cam. He has a cute little spot here, and I think he's just going to 2-shot Zayla in the ass if he walks out this door. Did I say Zayla? Zaylox.
Zayla.
But I think Mixup's trying to
Spot it
cook
out.
up a little push here, but they do spot out the alpha and they take him out. Actually, they're getting 4 kills. Actually, I think they're going to just turn this into a push. Kozin and Rando just retreat back to last. But incredible play by Hardblue there, able to stabilize, give their team a chance in this round.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing some pretty big performances out of a lot of people right now. Hardblue obviously with that huge play, and we haven't seen a ton of big sniper plays, but when they happen, they are massive. They can be quite big. Tyler coming in to see what he can do. Platinum in here as well, and with a little bit of momentum is Mixup, but I mean, Elevate certainly. We have now finally the Uber popped off, and Platinum trying to do a lot of work here, but there's a wide berth. It's a wide open map, this Sunshine, Sean. I haven't played a whole ton of it, but I know you have in different leagues in that. Does it feel wide open? Is it a big map?
It's not wide open. The flanks, it's easy to jump through the flanks, but it's, wow, Enigma is 1 HP. He's asking for an arrow, and he gets it, and he actually survives. That was incredible by Enigma. Calling for the arrow, just standing still, gets it. Wow, this is such a long fight. Mixup, actually, I think they have a kind of a health advantage, but never mind. Indust is dead, so that's dwindling as we speak. And they're still somehow getting the cap. I don't know. Elevate's just not cleaning up the last frags. Platinum comes in late onto Kozin trying to get a
TLR's still in.
Now TLR comes in, and now it's about a force because Kozin does have Uber. So, there's the...
Oh, that's a drop!
TLR with the air shot. It was smart by Kozin to try and milk that.
Boy.
It was smart by Kozin to continue milking because TLR was the last threat. All he needed to do was miss or get killed.
The fine line between milking and dropping those shots.
Hardblue actually, that's Enigma coming through and defending the second cap.
Wow.
And I think catching Alpha off guard there as well.
Enigma playing really big, as a matter of fact. Picked up 2 or 3 in a row there.
So Mixup, again, this is just such a back and forth map, but I think they have definitely the advantage in like playmakers right now. You saw TLR finally hit such a nice shot on Kozin there. Enigma came through and got a nice 2-kill and cap on second when Elevate got a little over-eager, I guess, to try and get the forward spawn for their medic.
Sean, you've played medic at the top level here in TF2 6s. What does it feel like when you've just had a big drop? Does it take a minute to sort of stabilize and get your wits about you afterwards?
I don't think that was it wasn't like a mistake drop. It was just a gamble, I guess. You could argue that he could have popped or he should have popped it, but it would have been essentially the same result because I actually see TLR already trying to KE. Wow, I think he got juggled into the tower and just kind of air shot himself. But yeah, I think Kozin was smart to try and milk because then it pretty much would have secured the round.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's pretty much, this is what you would have seen in 60 seconds if he had popped the round.
Yep.
Or popped the Uber earlier.
Equal
Platinum
Ubers.
gets a nice pop in. If he's not being Ubered right now, he needs to get back to his medic. And I don't know if Mixup has the health to fight Yard, but they do get a couple kills. Rando and Mela both go down. No soldiers on the side of Elevate. It looks like Alpha is hopping on the play. I think Elevate might actually be able to get the cap, but Zaylox is still getting a ton of damage on the point.
TLR is in again.
Yeah, they need to just push them out of Yard before they hop on the point. Zaylox did so much damage with like 2 stickies. They're still fighting this because of that, instead of just finishing the fight first. TLR actually making sure the members of Elevate continue backing up to middle, and now it's a numbers advantage in favor of Mixup.
Yeah, just sort of using that body presence, kind of a drive-by, as he mentioned earlier, just show yourself and back him off. It worked great. TLR is doing fantastic work. I mean, I try to shout out all the players that are in here, but TLR has just been doing so many good things for his team, and it's been fantastic. One thing I'm noticing is not a lot of sniper play. We've seen Alpha almost exclusively on Scout. Not a huge sniper map, is it, Sean?
I don't think so. I think it's too easy for the roamers to get on the sniper, and I don't know if the sightlines are that great. It's kind of a small map, but I think the sightlines are pretty small.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to kind of play properly around a sniper. And like I said, it's kind of a newer map. People don't really know like timings and push timings and like, I don't know, just angles. People don't know angles, so that's probably why, like for example, on the last push, why Hardblue was able to drop Kozin. Maybe Kozin wasn't expecting the sniper to be where he was. Maybe he's just not sure where the line is, where it's like you have to pop here or you might get headshot. So he ended up getting a headshot. And
absolutely. So looking at, I think our HUD showing not the right time. We've got just under 20 minutes here in this half as we continue on, and both teams holding on to Uber right now and just looking for that pick that they need. Hardblue, really strong flank here by Enigma and Hardblue come in but get taken out there. That was Enigma going down. Scout for Scout, nothing to report on.
Yeah, it was a good trade. It was a really good timing push by Harblue and Enigma. They both got a buff and then went over there and just 2v1 decimate. Mela able to get the trade at least, so I don't know if a push is going to stem off of it. There are going to be some frags happening in the flank area though here. Platinum does get shotted out of the air by Rando, taking a lot. Oh, we have Harblue with the flank. Looks like he's...
Oh, all he has is the back of a sniper. Now, the Ubers did get popped off. It wasn't as a result of Harb, I don't think, but that was almost a huge play. It could have been big. It could have been a drop.
Yeah, no, the Ubers were exchanged just in time. Otherwise, Harblue, I think he was coming in to maybe get that surprise 100 damage meat shot to drop the medic. But the Ubers were forced by then, so Harblue just scampered across and back to his team.
Alpha, speaking of, I don't know if he someone tapped him on the shoulder and said go sniper, but he is up on sniper now, and that could be something to look at, but we'll keep an eye and see if he does do anything with it. Plat, meanwhile, is let's look at Alpha. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of areas. You're sort of limited on this Sunshine map of where you can stand as a sniper.
Yeah, if I was sniping, I don't know if I'd ever take this route. I think I would just play passively and wait for them to peek
No, he's
choke.
going to go into chilies. There's a good angle
like this
in
better.
here.
I like this a lot better.
Yep.
I think he's got a lot longer sight line. He's just waiting for someone to peek. I think they did call where he was now, so I don't know if they're going to give him another shot.
Boy,
wow, did Indus just get...
Oh, and he gets Indus!
My goodness.
And he taunts on top. Alpha coming here from Quebec, waving at the other team, taunting them, and so that's good enough for me. I mean, I think that's the juiciest angle in this whole map, right there in that chilies area.
That is 100% the new map factor.
Yep.
Indus just, I mean, the sniper was called, he knew where he was, but he didn't know what the angle was, so he ended up getting body shot. Elevate, however, they're losing numbers. It's 3-on-3. They still have not forced their Uber, which is good, but Platinum and Zalox are looking to do just that. We also have Indus did respawn. Zalox is hooking up with them, it looks like. So I think they're going to be able to contest too for a little. I think they need to at least force this Uber. And Rando actually really smart, baiting him into defending it, and then just takes the Uber straight into him, gets 2 free kills with it. Now I think they're going to get the cap, and now they're just going to walk forward with huge numbers of damage.
Great play by Elevate, and the cap is going down. Rando's in already, and this could be maybe the tide turning. If they can pull off this point here, they're just going to get on it right now. A big wide up in last. TLR sticking in there, but gets taken out. It's 4v2, a big Uber saw there, but not going to matter too much as Elevate take a point. So we're looking at 1-1 now on this, the final map of this best of 3, or yeah, the best of 3 maps. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, the tides have turned, and I thought that unlock was banned in CEVO.
Hey-oh. Take us through the
stupid
joke.
joke. That was a really stupid joke.
Okay. Take us through the
I'm going to be watching. I'm going to watch Harblue. I'm going to see how he approaches this mid. Yeah, this is what he did last time. I think he just sneaks through kitchen here, and I think he just kind of looks to turn people. He's like, hey, look at me. Mela's, that was his plan all along, was to jump in the kitchen and collect that health kit, it looks like. So he's going to chase Harblue away. Mixup's getting a lot of position on the other side of the mid, though. Harblue was the only gamer on that side. But it looks like, yeah, Mixup does get they draw first blood, killing Rando. Mela doing a huge bomb. He's going to get a couple rockets on Indus. Indus hitting a nice surf again, but no follow-up there. So it looks like both medics did escape, but both soldiers dead for Elevate. So Mixup rolling in straight away. I don't know where the sticky trap is. Oh, it's going up on point. So we'll see if this point trap is able to kill anything. I think Badonsky could just be doing a lot of damage if he just dets on him, which he ends up doing. So he's just trying to force the spam instead of trying to get a drop kill, which is probably smarter. The Uber does get forced, but wow, Elevate getting some really nice cleanup kills. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 here in Yard. I think, wow, Elevate rotating a lot of people over towards this flank. They scatter really well against the tail end of Mixup's Uber, and now Mixup's got to run back to mid. They're trying to collect themselves. Mela actually is going to get a really nice bomb onto the medic here. Oh, gets a nice couple rockets onto him. But Indus survives.
Ooh, big meat shots going down. That was Alpha.
Cleaned up. Yeah, Alpha cleaning up. Looks like he cleaned up Zalox, and Rando came in and took out Platinum. Wow, there's so many trades happening everywhere. Harblue and Enigma still prancing around, and TLR just walks straight off the spire in the middle of the midpoint.
I've seen a lot of does this map feel like Mela's playground to you so far?
It kind of does. It's like I said, it's a really good roamer. And wow, Enigma getting like a 9K on middle. Nice play by Enigma there.
I think next mid I want to listen into one of these teams to see how the mid is, because I've seen Mela do the same mid rollout 3 times in a row, and so far there's been no real answer from Mixup.
Let's listen to Mixup. I think they're going to probably get 2 off of this, and they're going to try to coordinate this Uber push into last, and I want to see what they're going to do.
Faded.
That's Market.
Oh, he's really hurt. He's really hurt.
That's Market.
Oh, shit.
Solo Mela.
Market Flowers. Got it.
What's our advantage?
40 advantage.
Let's go from lower. Come lower right
They're
now.
dead one still, remember?
Okay, this way. Come lower.
They have a gun. They have a gun.
Okay,
Oh,
lead with
Zalox.
Zalox.
Yeah.
Lead with Zalox.
it sounded
Scout.
right side. It
Scout
sounded right
lower.
side.
Scout lower.
I
Okay,
think
we're
it's
coming in.
I'm lower right now.
Okay. We're
We're in.
Let's
I'm coming in now.
What do where this gun is?
It's in the
They have a
It's on the
pyro?
right.
on top left, on top left.
Oh, dude, I'm hurt.
Take the gun now.
I'm out.
On top left, on top left.
Just scatter.
Come back
You're-
in.
They're only 3 up.
Just look at me.
I'm going in 3.
I'm still
2,
alive.
1, I'm in.
Arrow Zayla. Randall puck. Yes.
There we go.
Good shit.
There we go.
Good last push there by Mixup, just getting
Yeah,
the Uber
great.
into them, getting the Elevate was really separated, and Mixup just kind of took. Did the stream just go down?
All right.
Are
We're
we
gonna
still
do it radio
live, but
style.
the video is-
We are still live.
Okay.
One thing to notice there is we'll call out to you guys. We'll get right back in server in a sec. What's going on? Real big, wide open last point, and we heard the call that we don't know where the gun is. That's something to keep an eye on. I mean, it's a big last point. It's a very wide open area. So far on this middle, as we're about to get back in here, real kind of aggressive from Elevate, who are just sort of taking Spire, that building at middle right now. We have Platinum down. Actually, we have everyone down except 2 for Elevate. It's a 4v2 situation for Mixup right now, who are going to clean it up, and it's a full wipe for Mixup. Paint the picture. Get your brooms out.
Paint the picture. Okay, so I think the Mixup double bombs are just super devastating right now. Tyler is having a really nice game. He took down Kozen really early in that middle, and the only 2 to go down for Mixup were the 2 soldiers. So they have 100% Uber. They just capped 2, so they're going to coordinate another last push here.
We're already looking again at another Highlander defense here of last as we have Decimate, I believe, up on Engineer and trying to get that gun. And you can mix it around. I mean, it's a bit of a different last point. It's not quite exactly the same. It's kind of like a gigantic gully last.
We have Alpha on the Cloak and Dagger again. He's being really
boy.
sneaky, but this is like almost too slow. Mixup's just pause.
We're having a
Server hiccup again? Okay.
We're
So
having
Alpha is on Cloak and Dagger behind the entirety of Mixup, who is moving through the lobby, but I think they're going to push before he actually makes a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, the push comes in. I don't know if this spy is going to end up doing anything. He gets spotted out
Spotted
and
right
taken
away.
out in lobby, and Mixup cleaning up the kills on last. Now they just have a sentry gun to worry about, which gets taken down as well by Platt. Kozen gets a nice arrow onto TLR, but I guess it was a valiant effort, but to no avail.
To no avail, and real easy like that. That's Mixup taking us 3-1 into half. Apologies for the hiccup in the stream. We're back. We're all right. We're here. So, I mean, very impressive. What are your thoughts? As we have a comment there. No more reloading HUD. What are your thoughts on how that half went down, Sean?
I saw a lot of plays out of Mixup. Did not see any plays really out of Elevate. It was
Right.
like 2 really huge plays. The headshot onto Kozen from Hardblue, the drop, the air shot medic kill that Tyler had at the tail end of that mid fight. And there's just been a lot of really nice scout cleanup, and Hardblue's kind of picking them apart on the flank.
Yep.
I think there's definitely been. I think the map awareness has definitely been a factor so far with the sniper picks. We saw twice in that one half actually where medics were unaware like what the angle was, what the safe angle was. This one through kitchen.
Looks like we're back in.
I'm sure Indust was. It's yeah. Was it halftime or is it live?
Looks like we're back in.
It
looks,
is live.
Yeah, it looks real to
Gamers,
me.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll see if we can get the adjustments, and it seems certainly like Classic Mixup had figured out how to block this. I agree with what you're saying. I'm seeing good things out of maybe 1 or 2 of the Elevate members, but I think as a team they have to do. And we got Harp right away coming in. Almost all of Elevate down. It's a 3v1 situation, and just bowling over Elevate is Mixup. Certainly seem to have the upper hand on this Sunshine map. And remember, whoever wins this one is off to the grand final, Sean.
Yeah, that was. Did Hardblue just run underneath the point?
He came right in. It was a
Or
WM1
was it-
situation.
Okay,
doing a-
Mela is in a sneaky spot. There must be a shadow there. They know. They definitely know. He was pre-firing that. I don't know if there's a shadow there or what. Or maybe they did see him, but I don't think they
We'll
did.
take a look at the
Either way,
demos
Mela,
later.
Yeah, we'll check the demo.
Yeah.
Make sure he's not hacking.
Yeah. But at
Do it
any
on
rate,
land.
certainly Elevate's struggling to come up with an answer to this, and getting their defense up, I feel like Mixup's just going to come right in on this. There's no reason not to. I mean, well, we might wait here for a moment, but boy, if I'm Mixup right now.
Yeah, I don't know. This trap in lobby, I don't think he can really watch it unless somebody's watching it for him.
They're in.
Mela's actually peeking around in last, but yeah, they're going to Uber straight to the point. They're starting to get a little bit of cap time there. You're not getting any frags, though. Actually, the first 4 frags in favor of Elevate. Looks like this push might flop. Enigma is still creeping around in lobby. I don't know if there's going to be any back cap opportunities.
And if there's any map where you can get a back cap,
This is it.
This is the guy you want,
It's
and this
hard
is
to
the
plug
map.
all the holes, but
It
he's
really
not going
is.
for it. He's going to stop 2. instead.
This is interesting. And so maybe a missed opportunity there, if you want to call it that, as Enigma decides to, I guess, play it safe. You know, they are certainly up, I would say, comfortably for now, but they don't want to let this slip away. Who knows? We'll see if it comes back to bite them later on. Mela, meanwhile, doing his thing, jumping
Indus
around.
go down? Did Mela take down Indus just now? I hope.
I
Was
missed
that on
it.
cam? Was that on cam?
We'll have a look
Okay.
back at the replays after.
Indus went down somehow. I gotta imagine that's just Mela moving ahead. And again, this is probably a map thing where Mixup just did not expect the roamer, or they didn't know the roamer timings. They weren't aware where that Mela may be hiding. And looks
Harbs
like
is on Sniper.
Indus did go down, so about 40% advantage on the side of Elevate. Harb is on Sniper again, so we'll take a look at the Sniper lines. Is he in the spawn?
He was thinking about it, yeah.
He
was
was
trying to
in
be
the forward
tricky.
spawn. I don't know how well that angle works, but he did end up cycling back. So maybe we check out the comms, see how Elevate takes in this Uber.
Let's have a listen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use through here.
It's called Soldier Truk.
Yeah, I'm hurt. Shoulder is weak.
Kill these guys the Truk, kill guys the Truk.
Shoulder is weak, Chuck. I'm hurt right now.
Soldier
Oh my god, dude, he's so.
I'm with you.
Scout's weak there.
I'm with you.
Scout's 24, nice.
Nice.
Soldier's 100.
Med demo or
I'm coming
what?
to you. I'm coming to you.
Shoulder is behind.
They're gonna have it.
They're
He's gonna go
try to
cafe.
get
He's
that.
gonna go cafe.
We have to go.
I'm hitting them lower left. They're trying to
Make sure
fight
we
me.
get a force.
Yo, the Scout's ripped. Can you kill the Scout?
Shoulder is hurt.
They're at
Cafe.
Shutter.
He's 12.
We have to get out. They have
Going to
Uber.
mid.
We have to get
Yeah, they're
out.
gonna have it.
He's 12 at mid. Getting health.
He's down.
Nice. Nice. 3 down still.
So certainly getting a numbers advantage there. Getting intense in the mumble as we're here in the second half, and I think that both teams sort of sensing the urgency of what they need to do, especially Elevate though behind. As we know, they're down 3-1.
Yeah, they need to have more successful Uber pushes. They can't just afford to like leapfrog Ubers like this all day long. I think on that push, they just kind of mix up. Again, it was Harblu getting a nice trade on the flank, focusing a lot of their attention away from the combo, so Elevate wasn't able to get much position until it was a little too late in the fight. Anyways, Mixup brings their Uber in through the choke. Enigma goes down right away. Actually, wow, did somebody get sought? How did they get an Uber already? The Ubers are going to be exchanged here. That's really, really quick building by Kozin on the side of Elevate. But it looks like the only 2 members alive for Mixup are Platinum and TLR. I don't know if there's going to be any other. TLR, he's
Trying his
having a
best.
1v1 with Decimate in the Sunshine flank arena. And looks like Plat did get cleaned up. So, yeah, I guess looks like Elevate's going to get ready to push last here. TLR actually bombing in late.
Wow, still, I mean, that's a long life by TLR. We've seen that a lot from him today, just sort of fighting it out till the end and
Yeah.
making a difference a lot of the time. But now with a big 55% or so, 55 to 60% advantage, Harblu wants to come in and see if he can make a difference and do something about it. We'll keep an eye on him to see if there's any big sniper play. We have seen a couple big sniper plays on this map. Coming in, Mail is going to barge in, and again, this is his playground. He gets a little pick there on Plat. That'll help.
As Zalox took down Alpha as well. Mela getting a trade, but oh wow, Zalox getting a little aggressive. Mela takes him down in lobby there, and it looks like, yeah, Elevate's just going to Uber straight away after the Zalox pick. They're just going to go straight to the cap and force him to get on the point. I don't know if they're going to get it. Mela's shooting the point. Decimate 1 HP, surfs up to the pipe, and he Decimate! Oh my goodness, that was incredible. Decimate survived, landed on the pipe. Otherwise, I think he would have cratered. And on the way back down, gets the kill and then secures the cap. Well played by Decimate there.
Pretty unreal, pretty clutch.
I gotta give him some quacks, quack, quack, quack for the old Duck
There you
teammate.
go. Nostalgia. So looking at Badonsky here now on this mid, Elevate certainly trying to follow up. If they can get a strong middle here, it could make a big difference. Let's listen to their middle, the comms.
Someone have eyes on him.
Soldiers are on your left.
Fight him, man. It's hard play, dude. Nice, go down.
They're hurting their choke.
Soldier's going cafe.
Demo's a choke still?
Don't overextend the
Soldier down.
Scout, kill the scout at middle. I think.
Soldier's
Nice.
coming in.
Yo, dudes in middle aren't getting healed at all. Nice.
Down.
Soldier.
2 up, 2 up.
They're out. They're out. Okay, we need to snipe.
Don't overextend here.
Yeah, we need to see if we can get second. Let's.
They're going to see if they get second. Real good, I mean, smart calls there, calling out there were no heals at all, and they could be a little more aggressive there, so it worked.
Is there a sticker trap? I don't think there's. Okay, it's on the point. Zalox was building, I think, for a little bit.
A sticker trap?
It's a sticker trap. That's what it's called. But it's on the point here. I think they're just going to have. Elevate's going to try to get into 2 here pretty clean. Actually, they're rotating a lot of heals over towards the flank here, but I think most Ubers are going to come in through the choke on this map. You might see a Mela suicide or something like that, but they don't have a whole lot of time to work with. Do we have a timer? Oh, so 23 minutes. So they have to win 2 more rounds to tie it up in this half.
Yep. We have Alpha up on Sniper. Keep an eye on him. I've got him on my cam at least. We'll see if he can put something together here. And already seeing a big shot, and he goes down, so caster's curse. But certainly the snipers can make a difference. It's very situational. We talked about it before. It's not a whole map threat, but in the right situation, a sniper can make a difference. Rando now looking for the air shot, does not get it, but his shotty cleans up TLR. Nice work there.
He did force the Uber, though.
Yep, taking the tail end of that Uber himself, and a lot of ground to cover, though.
Yeah, Indus has actually still not even popped.
Nope.
Very unfortunate. Element forced the Uber. Okay, Rando with the secondary bomb actually is able to come in and force the Uber, but that's just going to trigger Mixup's push that was going to come in a few seconds anyways. They're cleaning up the sticky trap at choke. It looks like I think Mixup might get mid off of this as well. But Elevate, wow, they're sticking to this fight. This is like a 4v6. Surprised they're staying in it. They're going to start dropping people. Platinum about to kill Mele's at 41 health on top of the tower. Let's see if he's able to get anything else. Then he drops down on his Zalox, hits a nice rocket, but kills himself as well.
We have the mid-capped looking at Enigma here, who's been still doing a lot of work, and I still want to give the edge in terms of scouts to this Harblue and Enigma combo. I mean, they may have found sort of the magic strategy here and the ultimate scout combo. Nothing against any of the prior scouts, certainly, in Mix-Up, but they've been on today.
Yeah, Harblue is definitely a nuisance. He's hard. You have to plug all the holes, and this is Gully Snakewater Sunshine. It's kind of a map where it's hard to plug all the holes. Especially this map, you don't really know where to expect people. You have somewhat of an idea, but you haven't played it enough to know, oh, I need to check this spot every time. So Harblue is kind of seeing what he can get away with, and when he gets away with stuff, he just keeps going until he punishes him for it. TLR is going to do a suicide. We have like a sniper SMG suspend happening on last. And actually, it was like a double suicide. They got a lot of cap time on that. I think Harblue just jumped on it when they were all shooting at Tyler. But I don't know how hard this map is to push out of, to be honest with you. I would expect Mela to maybe try and sneak in somewhere and get a force. Alpha actually Mela's actually already in the flank, ready to bomb. And Decimate and Alpha are creeping around. This is just going to be an Uber fight on the last here. Elevate is definitely taking it to Mix Up here. They got 2 kills on a Platinum and Enigma, 2 crucial picks there. But it's 4-on-4, and I think Elevate was concerned about a back cap, so they kind of called off the push. Or they just didn't have numbers. Mix-Up did have the spawn advantage.
And so, I mean, there are picks going down, but just sort of waiting right now. And I am watching Mela as well, just to sort of see, and we've got him on cam, as a matter of fact, to see, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Mela and this map, but I feel like...
Wait, is that really a TLR sniper? It is. Okay.
Yeah, TLR up
All right,
on Sniper.
TLR sniper.
We've seen that already
anybody
today.
else. Don't watch anybody else. Just listen to narrate what he does. All right, that's a terrible idea. But this underpass area is like a super critical part of this last push to hold dynamic. I mean, you have to have somebody. I think you kind of want to just bait it for kills and maybe hope a scout gets a little antsy and pushes in there. It's a really nice spot for roamers. That's why I see Mela ducking in there right now. He's going to kind of do what Harblue's been doing and just kind of see what is available. He's like, hey, is anybody watching this? And then if they're not, I'm going to go try and kill her mid. But
Tyler's trying to find somewhere to go. Tyler's still up.
Harblue sniffs him out. And
I feel bad for Tyler. There's no door he can go where he's in. We still have a little bit of a sniper battle going on between Alpha and TLR. Kind of an extended, kind of the saga of these snipers, and still nobody able to get the upper hand. Switching over to Alpha here, we'll tell you if anything comes from that sniper showdown. But at any rate, we're still here at second, and you named it, or you said it rather. There's just so many doors here on this point. Harblue's going to try to sneak in if he can, maybe. These scouts, I mean, just looking for an opening, but great
just
defense.
there's a lot of exits, and once you get out into the lobby area, there's not as many sightlines. So TLR wins the sniper battle.
Harblue just came in and took out
goodness.
Podonsky for free. I mean, just walked in. So that's that's demo down and 3 down now. Harblue gets taken out, but it's still 5v3. Looking real good here for Classic Mixup, who are going to come in on this last. Enigma still trying to do tons of work, just blocking the point right now is Elevate. They've got to pick up these kills, and there's going to be respawns coming in just a moment. Here come the respawns. Elevate might be able to defend this. We're looking now at 6v5, 5v5 situation. Perfect timing for Elevate to come back in. Enigma gets taken down. It's 4-3, and just kind of poor timing there, and unfortunate for Mixup that the respawns just barely made it.
I think they just were a little too slow getting to the point.
Yeah.
The only one going for cap time. Well, Harblue's still fighting on last, by the way, fighting to the bitter end. Zalox doing some poking and prodding from lobby as well. But I think Mixup had it was like a 5-on-3, and they hadn't even popped their Uber yet. But Elevate held strong until their spawns were up. I think Mixup just needed to pop and go right to the point. And kind of capitalize on, or try to force more cap time. but the respawns were there in time, and then it turned into a numbers advantage in favor of Elevate.
Alpha almost
So
had a
nice
shot
hold
there.
by Elevate there.
Just
yeah,
saw
looks like we
Alpha
still
on
have some sniping.
Alpha had someone in his sights, couldn't capitalize there. But again, I mean, we've seen how big of a difference maker can be, especially on this last. If you can get a big key pick on this last point, it can turn around. It can be enough to push out. But we'll see here. Indus taking it in, just showing great poise all match long, by the way. A shout-outs to him and as well to Kozen.
This is a really good push angle. Oh, there's so many stickies, but they don't get any damage on Indus somehow. Mixup took a really nice push angle into last year, and wow, yeah, they knew they had kind of a slim advantage. They were walking at like 95%. They were gonna pop around that corner, but Badonsky had a nice little trap up on the top little lip of this wall above the exit. But it didn't kill the med. I thought it might have dropped the med. I thought it had a chance to, but it did not.
Sean, I want to listen to Elevate because we're looking right now at basically the last chance for this Elevate team if Mixup takes the next point. Let's listen in to Elevate.
Push across point, man. Fuck this soldier. Let's go.
I'm gonna jump.
Badonski's left.
Soldier's destroyed.
Nice, Plat's ripped on the ground.
Soldier's
Soldier
in
behind.
right now.
Plat's dead.
Scout's weak on their shit house, I'm dead.
Soldier's 164. TLR.
Soldier's hit.
Oh, you're dead.
That's
I
hurt.
didn't know you were dead. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to fucking play heal.
It was a wipe.
It was a wipe.
And maybe a bit of frustration setting in for Elevate, who, you know, they had big plays. Rando had that huge play when he bombed in and took out Platt, I believe, and playing it well, but just sort of falling apart. What did you see, Sean, bud?
Yeah, that was a nice air shot. It was a good aggression at the start, but I think someone snuck in there and killed Kozen. Like you said, Decimate didn't even realize that his medic was dead, so he went to get a buff and stay in the fight. But I guess they should have just committed a little harder when their medic went down, and maybe a little miscommunication. Maybe they can smell the end coming. I don't know.
Well, yeah, like we said, it makes up.
Oh,
Wow,
the
there's a
equalizer once
shot.
again. Alpha body shotting Indust. I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to defend. They have a lot of cap time, but it looks like it is. Elevate still muscling their way out. Platinum is actually in lobby.
Wow,
takes down
Badonsky.
Kozen. Takes down Kozen, however.
We got Big Cyrus the Virus with a huge pill, an SMG kill off camera there. Alpha just rocking SMG. What I was going to say, Sean, is that it's do or die right now for Elevate, certainly. They've got to pull out all the stops. I mean, that's it for them if they lose this next point. They're going to get on middle, and Badonsky's there. He's got Soldier backup.
Alpha needs to continue this sniping streak, getting another body shot. Really nice body shotting by Alpha so far.
We're looking at about 15 and a half minutes left in this second half, and coming down to the wire, it's certainly doable for Elevate, but they've got to make something happen. Platinum creeping in this Chili's area, facing down a whole red team, gets taken out very easily there. Meanwhile, Enigma won a very important 1v1. We'll see if they can do something on this flank here. Enigma just runs in. He's making a play on Kozen. Kozen does go down, but I don't know if it makes a huge difference because, I mean, it's 4v2 either way right now.
I think, did Alpha just run all the way back to spawn and cycle, or did he die on Sniper?
I don't think he did
I think
that.
he ran all
I
the
think
way
he learned
back.
his lesson.
Are you
You
sure?
think he did?
I think he did. He's on Scout now. Did he die on Sniper? I don't
I didn't
recall.
catch it. We'll check the replay.
I think he was out of that fight. So, I mean, Elevate kind of had a numbers advantage, but Mixup had the spawn advantage, and Alpha wasn't really there.
So, I mean, Mixup right now are just thinking about last. They're going to try to get this second cap, but we've got all of Elevate coming out, and they've got to challenge and block this. And boy, oh boy, Platt is doing humongous work right now. There are 3 players down, and this could be a very quick finish here. Classic Mixup are coming in. They have no one to block them, and guess what? Classic Mixup will move on to the grand final in the CEVO-P Season 5 TF2 playoffs.
You get a look at Indust and Platinum there. That's Indust in the hat. Platinum, his eyes are dry.
Drinking stuff.
Staring at the monitor.
And
They,
certainly,
they shut off the lights at the LAN here just now.
yeah, and you can sort of sense the dejection there from the Elevate team who had a whole lot. I mean, the faces say it all.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, they won the first map. They had a chance of winning a lot of. I mean, Mixup just kind of. I think they kind of found their stride really in the second half of that Gully Wash game, and they probably realized they were probably kicking themselves that they actually lost that because I don't think they probably should have. But Elevate played that really well. They did what they had to do to take the Gully Wash map, but then Snakewater. You saw a lot of plays out of Harblue TLR, and it kind of carried over to Sunshine really well.
Yeah, a fantastic finish. Really impressive, and I agree with you. I mean, as the day has gone on, we've kind of seen Classic Mixup just getting stronger and stronger. So they will move on, and they are going to face Froyotech in the grand final. Very impressive showing. maybe the final that a lot of people would have wanted to see. We do have Banny's team and Platinum's team, and
Yet again.
and it's gone. I mean, they've exchanged blows kind of over ESEA lands and different events. Tech sort of the reigning champions, of course, coming out victorious at I-52. So that grand final is coming up here. We want to thank everyone who's joining us here live at the venue here at GXL LAN, as well as everyone joining us on twitch.tv. We will be bringing you this grand final. We're going to take a break here for a little bit as we prepare and get ready to do that grand final. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on the XTV TF2 cast. We'll see you soon.
Banana.